Nocturnal emissions, also known as wet dreams, nightfall. If you've ever wondered what wet dreams are, who gets them, why they get them, and what exactly they mean, then I'm here to give you an explanation. You can subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends if you like what you see. Wet dreams are scientifically called nocturnal penile emissions, but most call them wet dreams or nightfall. Ejaculating in your sleep leaves your sheets in a little bit of a tangle when you wake up. The phenomenon can occur in both men and women, but before we get into why they happen and what they mean, let's look at what happens when the person ejaculates. Usually in response to sexual stimulation or friction, our body sends signals to our sympathetic nervous system. In times of fight or flight, your sympathetic nervous system is stimulated by adrenaline, which is what sends signals to your spinal cord. As a result, the bladder neck is triggered to close, which is why when you ejaculate you can get a good erection. From the seminal vesicle, fluid is released into the urethra and does not travel backwards into the bladder. During ejaculation, fluid in the ejaculatory duct causes a reflex which sends a signal to a different part of the spinal cord. This contraction, in combination with the contraction of the muscles surrounding the urethra, causes the urethral fluid to leak out, so whoever gets wet dreams does so. Studies have shown that about 80% to 90% of men will experience at least one wet dream in their lifetime. However, it is interesting to note that since there has not been much research done on this, they found that nearly half of men who experience wet dreams around puberty have no idea it is happening. As a young boy, you can imagine how scary it would be to wake up in the morning with all this sticky mess all over your bed and never talking to anyone about it all. Wet dreams are most commonly experienced during puberty, and there are several reasons behind that, but they can occur at any time during life. Several factors influence the frequency of ejaculations, including age and hormone levels. The chances of you having a nocturnal emission increase if you haven't ejaculated in a few weeks. Interestingly, you may think that you only have wet dreams if you dream about erotic things. It turns out this isn't true because when they studied this in small groups, up to 40% of men were dreaming about things other than erotic ones. People who wake up and are unable to recall their dreams when they have an emission may have not even been dreaming about something erotic, so that does not necessarily mean they were dreaming about something erotic. The emission might have resulted from friction to the area, such as if you had been sleeping on your stomach, or other factors. Having a wet dream or a nightfall does not harm you in any way, regardless of whether you have had one or not. Neither your sexual health nor your fertility will be affected in any way by it. As always, we want to remind you to take care of yourself because you are worth it. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, you know how normal they are. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any videos by us.